planet Dolan. From the feelings of a virus to where cooking originally came from, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hey there, my name's Melissa. I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
What lived before the dinosaurs?
Giant boulders lived all over the world, but eventually the dinosaurs came along and used them as soccer balls and kicked them out of the atmosphere, where one day a lone rock came back from space and wiped them out once and for all. Revenge.
Well, if you're talking about the animals that came right before dinosaurs, then reptiles were it. Before that, it was the creatures that only just evolved to leave water. And the very first life forms were single-cell organisms called amoeba. What was the first anime?
The Lion King is commonly known as the first anime, but in reality it was Finding Nemo, a tragic tale of a bird that was allergic to humans, so she stayed at the aviary until she got a job reading out questions and answers.
The very first Japanese animation was made early in the 1900s and is called Katsuro Shashin, but it only ran for 3 seconds. Astro Boy was what started the whole craze, and it came out in 1963.
Astro Boy's my favorite! I love it when he does the Kamehameha on Pikachu. It's so cool!
I'll give you $2 million if you can show me that scene. This is a still picture of a pickle jar.
Yeah, look, it's great.
How did Valentine's Day become a holiday?
The evil Cooties Corporation called Gross Stuff Incorporated designed it in order to make everyone spread the deadliest disease on Earth. Luckily, I have avoided the temptation by staying completely alone. I win, GSI. I win.
Originally, it was a Roman feast that was turned into a Catholic tradition, but it wasn't really about love and gift-giving until the 1850s, when Esther Howland started making a bunch of cards for the holiday. Why does your hair turn gray when you turn old?
See, this one's obvious if you think about it. Old people have a strange fashion sense, so the most logical answer is that it's caused by pulling your pants up to your nipples.
Everyone's hair is actually white, but as you age, the cells that produce color for your hair slowly stops functioning. As for why all the hair cells don't look white, it's because not all of the cells die out, and a mixture of white and black hair looks gray.
Oh my god, Melissa!
What?
I found a white hair.
Where does ink come from?
Ink, otherwise known as squid juice, is extracted from squids that are mysteriously found in bedrooms all throughout Japan for some reason. What have you been up to?
The first ink ever made was crafted from burnt meat and vegetables. Nowadays, we use coal or oil to make black ink. Otherwise, organic matter is used to get the exact right color and shade. Are we living inside virtual reality, but we don't know it?
Of course we are. That's why we don't have to do boring things like flying through the air and invincibility god powers. Instead, we get to spend all our time doing fun stuff, like waiting in line, scratching your left nostril, watching an internet video. It's great.
The only real way to know this is if we manage to make our own simulation of the universe, which proves that it's both possible and very likely. But if we want to be really sure it is possible, we need to make a simulation inside another simulation. Dolan, VR goggles are not the same thing as simulating an entire universe.
Nah, now I will reveal the real universe. Just let me travel there through the magic of my whole occupied lens. Danger Dolan, 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 Danger Dolan.
Does a virus have feelings, or can it think?
How can you even ask that question while my body is housing a virus? Do you have any compassion? Or are you just a complete monster that for some reason would ask someone to immunize themselves against the flu? Don't you know that causes the awful disease AIDS?
Nope. In fact, viruses aren't even considered alive by most scientists, as they can't reproduce without the aid of an alive being. But this is being questioned as we've recently discovered superviruses that are hundreds of times bigger and much more complex. Why do humans feel the need to be part of a group?
Because humans love to show off, and it's basically impossible to show off to yourself unless... Wait, that's it. I'm gonna abandon my friends forever and take sexy selfies in the mirror. Yeah, that's right.
We evolved to be social because a group of people can survive in the wild way better than a single person. Also, if we weren't social, we would never have developed civilization, since it's basically impossible to have one without sharing responsibilities. You know, being funny and being sexy are two very different things, right?
Yeah, right. That's not what my mum says.
How did we come up with cooking and combining food?
Well, in the beginning there was only fruit, then there was fruit salad, and finally, with a dash of genius, the almighty Lord Sandwich accidentally dropped his food into the fire and created delicious ham and cheese soup.
It was just luck to begin with. Since digesting cooking food takes way fewer calories than eating it raw, it allows our bodies to get more bang for our buck, and this allowed us to develop giant, hungry, and smart brains. How large is the world in centimeters?
It's like a super big number. Like, if you took 4 entire rulers, that wouldn't really be enough. But I've never tried anything above that, so my guess is 6 rulers? Which is around 7 gazillion centimeters, so that's pretty accurate.
The surface of the world is 51 trillion centimeters squared big, or a gigantic 100 septillion centimeters cubed, which is a 1 with 26 zeros after it. These giant numbers are why we have units of measurement that increase in size.
Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one!